Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Monday, November 11th, 2024. Our Patriot Pride lesson today's a very special day. Today is the day that we have been working up toward and thinking about and talking about. Today is Veterans Day. And I just want you to think just a little bit about that. While we have been preparing, our student council's preparing, you guys have been preparing with songs, I want you to think that when we enter that gym today, this afternoon, and we go in there and we sit, this program is not about us. It really is not. So our behavior and the way we handle ourselves in the gym, it's really about honoring others. So I want you to think, boys and girls, I want you to think about that. I was thinking about it this morning. You know, there are many of you in this building right now that in just a few short years could choose to be part of the military and serve our country. And you may come back and be honored. And I want you to think about that. It is such a great honor to be able to celebrate those that have served our country for many reasons. People serve for a lot of different reasons. Some serve during war, some serve during peace times. Some get wonderful jobs out of it, some get it for education. So I want you to think, boys and girls, today, some of you will have family members here today. I just want you to think, how can you act in a way that is honoring to those that are here that we're going to be celebrating? So yes, it is Veterans Day. Yes, we will have our program. I want it to be such a wonderful celebration of the time that people have given to serve our country. So I want you to think about that today. How can you show others that you honor them and celebrate them? All right, today for lunch, hot dog on a bun with coney sauce, oven-baked fries, baked beans, and fresh orange wedges. Birthdays today, Reagan Zook, happy birthday. Be sure to come to the office to get the things that we pass out for birthdays. Just a couple of reminders today, boys and girls. We do have our Veterans Day program today. I want to thank our student council, Mrs. Garver and Miss Rhoda, for working with our student council on that, and Mrs. Hardesty for preparing the music. Everybody has worked hard, so we want it to be a very special program. The Smental Sale is going on this week. The cost is $1 per pencil. Also this week, boys and girls, we will be doing our November fire drill, but I want just to have you guys talk about in the classrooms. So far, we have practiced the procedures that the fire alarm goes off, we go into our classrooms, we wait to hear what the next steps are. And so far, we have done an evacuation drill. But what would that look like if we say that it's a lockdown drill? That you are staying in place, staying in your rooms and quiet and out of the way. This is something that we have to practice, boys and girls. There are lots of scenarios that could happen that would want me to ask you to stay in your classrooms and stay out of sight. So I want you to think about that and talk about that this week, because we will be doing a drill similar to that. And just a couple of other things, boys and girls, just some basic things that I think as I walk around the building and I'm spending time in the cafeteria and doing those kind of things. It's a privilege to be able to come to school and be in a building and do all the things. But boys and girls, it's our job to take care of the building. So I want you to think about that. How are you taking care of the things that are in this building? Most students spend about 6.5 hours a day, 5 days a week in this building. But I want you to think, it's not just the responsibility of others to take care of the building or adults to take care of the building, but it's also your responsibility. So how are you keeping your items clean in the cafeteria? How are you picking up and taking care and cleaning? What are you leaving on the floor that you don't go back to pick up? How are you taking care of the clothes that you bring to school every day? Are you leaving them outside on the playground? Are you leaving things other places? I notice a little bit of just just a little bit of acting like maybe it's somebody else's job to do the cleanup. And that's really not the case, boys and girls. Each of us are kind of responsible for our own things to clean up. So I want you to think, how are you taking care of your classroom? How do you take care of the buses when you ride them in the morning? How do you take care of our playground that is there for you to be able to use every day? So just take a moment this week to think about that. Maybe you can think about projects that might make you think about how can you even do better, I have a little thing up on my mirror that says, how can I do better today? So I want you to think about that. How can you do better this week? Okay, now it's Monday. It's a big day today. We've got lots of things going on today to just be happy about. So I want you to think we've got to get ourselves into that mindset, get ready to learn and grow our brains. So we're going to take those 3 deep breaths. We're going to close our eyes, sit up straight. Going to take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One last deep breath in and out. All right, thank you. Can you join me for our moment of silence, please? Okay, thank you. Boys and girls, be sure to do the Pledge of Allegiance with honor in your classrooms today. And as always, the expectation, no matter what we're talking about, this building, my responsibility is to make sure that we are safe. How are you being safe with the words coming out of your mouth, the things that you bring to school? How are you being safe with the way you treat others? I want you to think about that. How are you being respectful or showing respect to yourself, to your friends and your peers, to the adults in this building? And most importantly, how can you do better about showing responsibility? How can you take on being a responsible citizen of this country, of this building? Boys and girls, I hope you have a great day today and a great week.